Hi and welcome to Outwell. Here I'm going to talk you through the features of our Oakland XL from our Deluxe collection. This is a 5-person tunnel design tent, and with it being in the Deluxe collection, you'll find that the fly sheet we're using on here is our Outex 4000. This is a polyester material which has been PU coated on the inside. It has fully taped seams and a hydrostatic head of 4000mm, ensuring that it's completely waterproof. The frame of the tent is made up of steel poles in the centre, and that creates a real solid and rigid structure. We then have a Duratec fiberglass pole at the back, and we use our extended frame system at the front here, also with a Duratec fiberglass pole, to create the maximum amount of headspace for the floor space given of the tent. We also then use a colour-coded system for the poles so that you can see just how easy it would be to pitch. We then have a Duratec fiberglass pole on the side here, which creates this rain-safe entrance that you can use if it's a little bit drizzly outside, because that will protect the inside of the tent. We then use our Outwell wind stabiliser system on this tent, and we'll just show you how that works. So here we can see that we have these Velcro tabs which are attached to the fly sheet, and when we wrap these around the poles and secure them in place, you'll find that there's one at the top and at the bottom, and then the guy lines are pulled out from these and pegged into position, and what that does is it pulls the entire fly sheet against the frame of the tent, ensuring that it's going to be really rigid and stable, even in really windy conditions. You'll then notice that all of the guy lines around the tent are all luminous, so that's going to hopefully stop you from tripping over them quite as easily. And then you'll see here that we have a guy line retainer for each one, which just enables us to roll them up in our hands and pop them in there, so that the next time we come to use the tent, they're going to be easily accessible. Another thing that you'll find on this tent is our easy pegging system. Now this is where we supply you with 3 different pegs for the tent. You have the solid steel pegs here, which go in the 4 corners and become your anchor pegs. We then have the luminous plastic pegs for all the luminous guy lines, and the black plastic pegs for all of the rest of the pegging points. And what that means is that you know you're going to get the right peg in the right place. When we come round to the front of the tent, you'll see here that we have a real good sized front door on here, so certainly a walk-in style tent, and it's wide as well, so that's going to allow you to get your furniture and your storage units and things like this in here very easily. Then when we step into the tent itself, as I mentioned, with our extended frame system here, it gives us full head height in here, so lots of space above me. I'm round about 1.95 meters, and yeah, as you can see, lots of space here. The space itself is accentuated in the tent, and it certainly feels very spacious thanks to these large windows all the way around us here. If you want a little bit more privacy, then don't worry about that. We have that covered with the curtains on each individual window. You can see here that they can just be toggled either halfway up, or we can fully close them as well. The ground sheet in the tent itself is fully sealed from side to side and front to back, and it's also a very tough and durable material. It's a double-coated polyethylene, so you can see that here. This also has a hydrostatic head of 10,000mm. We have a lantern hanging point in the centre of the tent, just here, and then running away from that we have these cable tidies which run down to the cable entry point just next to the side entrance here. What that does is allow you to bring electrics into the tent without having to have any cables running through any doors. Just on the side door we will notice here as well that we do have this mesh drop down door, so if the door is open we can drop that down just to allow for great ventilation, and you'll find the exact same on the front door as well. At the back of the tent is where you'll find the bedrooms, and as I mentioned earlier on, the tent sleeps up to 5 people. The bedrooms come pre-attached, but you can see at the top here how we attach them to the fly sheet is using our wave-shaped hanging point system. What this does is it takes away any stress points off of the seam at the top here, ensuring that these are securely fastened to the tent. Other features on here, you'll see that we have some mesh storage pockets on the outside. We also have mesh panels on the doors rather. And a nice feature here is that we're utilising our universal bedroom, which is where we can simply unclip around the front. If we did that all the way around and towards the back, take the zips that are in between here, we could drop the entire bedroom down and roll that away and clip it closed, so that leaves you one big bedroom and even more living space within the tent. Other features you'll find in the bedrooms are these storage pockets down the side here, ideal for smaller personal possessions. Towards the back is where you'll find the large ventilation panel, which corresponds to the outside vents. And then this sheet of material you can see is fully zipped closed, but can be opened up to create one large bedroom. So we have a few optional extras available for the tent, including the carpet for the living area here. There's a footprint available to go under the tent. We also have a front extension available and a front awning available. So that's all the features of our Oakland XL. Thanks very much for watching.